Hey everyone, let's talk really quick about assuming the sale. It's a big part of any sales company and being any sort of salesperson. Obviously, in direct sales, that is what we always want to try to have in mind when we're talking to a potential customer. So, when you're assuming the sale, what you're going to be doing is automatically in your own head, and this is what you should just always be telling yourself, and it's a positive way to think, is that they're going to buy the product, whatever product it is. And in my mind, I always try to think along the lines of upselling as well. So, okay, they're going to buy the foundation. They've already asked me about it. Well, I'm going to tell them also about the brushes they can use with it, and even our primer and our face powder that you could put over it. And so you definitely want to be thinking along those lines. There's always more possibility, and you never know really what someone's limitations are on sales until you push them. Not that you're going to be pushy in that way, but you're going to want to push for that no. And that goes along with what else I talked about, always pushing for the no. So what you want to be doing is selling to them until they stop you. But you don't want to do it in a pushy way. A way that I do it is if we're casually talking about the makeup, I tell them why I love it. I'm really genuine because I do love our products and I love what they do. And I'll go over all of that, go over the products I like along with it. I'm really nice about it and not pushy. I just kind of share, hey, by the way, do you have a really good foundation brush? Do you have some sort of face primer? I usually lead with that because then they might say, oh yeah, I already have a really good brush, and then I'm not going to be pushy. Eventually, maybe they'll try our brushes, but you do want to just get it in their head that, oh, they do have that product as well. Maybe when I run out of mine or need a new one, I'll go for that. I'll try that. And with any of them, always push that 14-day guarantee. But when you're just talking to someone one-on-one out in public, someone sees your Blitz shirt or your car decal and they ask you about the mascara, it's so important to have cash and carry. So important to have them on hand. I would have lost countless sales if I didn't have mascara on hand right in the moment and have been able to sell to people. And even just friends that live nearby that one day they're like, hey, do you have mascara? Oh, of course I do. I always have product on hand. At this point, a year into it, I always have product on hand. Of course, a few months into it, I had product on hand because I just learned that that was the way I was going to be able to make sales. There's a lot of local friends of mine that like to buy and don't pay shipping. So make sure that you're doing that. A good way to follow up with someone that didn't purchase but you're wanting them to purchase, but you don't want to come off as, hey, why didn't you buy from me yet? You said you were going to, especially if it's online. A good way that I've found is that you can message them assuming that they've bought. They don't know that you get notified for every single purchase on your website, and they don't have to know that. So what you can say to them, say you're messaging someone on Facebook you've been talking about who promised they were going to buy the mascara. All you have to send to them is, hey, hi Jane, I've been meaning to send this, and I just wanted to give you my how-to or tutorial on applying the mascara or whatever product it is they were talking about, and say these are the steps I use, or send a YouTube link, or however you go about that, and just say, let me know if you have any more questions with the product, or if you have any issues, please contact me. And then you give them your info, obviously, and you always leave your website address underneath your info, so it's just a part of your business sign-off, and that usually puts it in their head, hey, oh yeah, I was going to buy that mascara and I totally forgot. So that is a really good way to assume the sale and remind people without being pushy. And on top of that just comes back to using the 3 C's on strangers. Going up to women in makeup aisles at the store, or through the drive-through, or someone, anytime I see a woman with really beautiful lashes, I always ask her what mascara she's using, or if those are her lashes, or anything like that. And that will usually lead into, wow, then you would love our mascara. And that's just kind of using that all together, and that's how you get those sales, is putting yourself out there, obviously leaving your comfort zone, and that can be hard. But when you do start to leave your comfort zone, you realize how much fun it is and how easy it is and how you get those sales, and that's what makes it worth it in the end. So get out there, get those sales, assume the sale, be positive about it in your head, and it'll happen.